sprints. Now we turn our attention to the 800 meters, where they are getting set for section number 1. Isaiah Harris, 145.92 in 2017, the facility record, and Michael Ceruni of UTEP with the collegiate record back in 2018. Sam Whitmarsh of Texas A&M, the best time in the collegiate ranks this year, 144.46. Oussama El-Bouchayby of Alabama running in lane number 5. He had the top time in the prelims. Top 4 times in round number 1, all participating in this first section. They will go around that first curve and make the cut to the pole position at the cones. And early on, we're seeing Darius Smallwood, who was 3rd out of Penn State. He ran a PR in round number 1, and he's thinking about putting up a big number here. So 2 laps around the track. In Florida's Ryan Maceman closely behind in 2nd. And this field quickly splintered because Smallwood's gone out with a big pace. Sleep on Rynard SWANEPOEL as well for Wake Forest. 2nd slowest qualifying time, but he has the 6th fastest time in the country as they hear the bell here on the men's 800 meters. Under a minute on that first lap.
Bouchayby is looking like he's trying to set himself up for a nice kick, but he's going to have to work just a little bit if he wants to be able to get into the top 3.
He was 17th in the country coming in, ran a huge time, 146.94 in the prelims. Here comes the move. Smallwood in the lead. The charge coming from William Cuthbertson. That would be a big upset.
Only 200 meters left, and Bouchayby is using the confidence that he built upon himself to be able to come out here. He's trying to make his way out to the front, but it is going to be a battle, and people are going to have to fight to move around each other if they want to be first.
Here comes SWANEPOEL, El-Bouchayby in the lead, and a late charge from Indiana's Camden Marshall at the 2nd fastest time. Here comes the Virginia runner, Shane Cohen, on the outside, and at the line, SWANEPOEL wins it. Marshall in as well, and Cohen might have snuck in for 3rd. 145.27. That's a new facility record. Rynard SWANEPOEL adjusted to 145.28, a facility record. Cohen comes in 2nd, Marshall in 3rd, and El-Bouchayby coming in 4th.
He's definitely going to have to wait on time, but I think with as fast as he ran, I mean, running a facility record in this heat, I definitely believe that there will be some little cues coming out of this.
An incredible time for SWANEPOEL, and I told you, he ran the 2nd slowest time in the qualifiers. Clearly, Caitlin, he was saving some energy here for the quarters.
Yeah, you know what? It's always about redemption. All you got to do is survive in advance. If the first one doesn't go well, but you have another chance, take it and don't squander it.
Rynard SWANEPOEL through to Eugene. And now moving on to section number 2 of the 800 meters, and a look there at Tarees RHODEN of Clemson. 8th fastest time in the country, was 6th fastest in round number 1. And this features 3 conference champions, the ACC's RHODEN, GRINER of the Patriot League running for Army, and Rodman won the Ivy League title. A lot of champions here, a lot of individuals, Caitlin, who know how to win these races, and that's important this time of year.
It's all about strategy. We keep talking about this, and I know y'all tired of hearing us saying it, but for the people who are new to track and field and they're just tuning in, they need to understand that sometimes it's not just about fast times, it's about how well can you race.
So RHODEN has jumped quickly into the lead. Luke GRINER of Army in 2nd. He put up a big time in the prelims. Northeastern's Karam Ihan running well in 4th currently. First lap in about 51.09.
You got little stumbles going on in the back. This is why we talk about the importance of not getting boxed in, because if something happens, you trip and fall, it can definitely mess up your speed.
So GRINER running right now in 2nd. We've had a move into 3rd. That's Jack Ballack of Wake Forest. Wake looking to put another runner in. Ihan of Northeastern making a late charge. RHODEN continuing to lead. He was the ACC champion in the 800 meters, trying to hold off GRINER, who was the Patriot League champion in the 800 meters. The time to beat in this event was set in the last section. And it's RHODEN. Look at the kick down the home stretch.
Throwing those arms back. Look at him go.
GRINER going to finish in second. The race for third between the two Georgetown runners, Giono and McInerney. RHODEN wins it 145-71.
All these 145s, man. And I would hate to be the guy waiting on a little cue.
GRINER comes in second. And Gino of Georgetown, 146.59. McInerney, 146.63. As of right now, that would be good enough to get him through on time. So RHODEN in the purple for Clemson comes across the line first, 145.71. And that goes to show you how fast that first section was. That's the 5th fastest time that we've seen through 2 sections. A facility record set in that first section. And so far, the top 13 individuals in this event have all ran lifetime bests. There's something on the track right now.
It's because I was out there, y'all. I know.
Exactly.
All the repeat 400s Coach Green had us running in the fall.
You're warming it up for him.
You know, I was just trying to get y'all right.
So now moving on to the 3rd section of the men's 800 meters. And at this point, as a competitor, you know I probably have to run my lifetime best or better.
And here's the thing. You don't want to stress too much about that. And I'll tell why in a second.
Before you get to that, Sean Dolan running in the number 5 bib, coming in 5th fastest time in the country. He'll be one to watch.
The reason why you don't want to stress too much about, oh my God, I got to run a PR today, I got to do this, I got to do that, is mainly because it can stress you out a little bit too much. Your coaches tell you to focus on a competition and time will come later. If you can execute your race strategy, focus on yourself and know when you are supposed to kick and when you're supposed to be calm and cool, then you're going to be just fine. If the PR comes, great. If it doesn't, that's okay.
Dujon Blackman of Hampton, who came in with the 18th fastest time in the country, catapulting to the front. Another athlete running with some shades, and he's looking good here early on. Nick Plant of Virginia Tech right on his hip. And here comes Sean Dolan as they come to the line. 1 lap to go here in the men's 800 meters.
Let us see what he is going to do with those sunglasses. Honestly, I feel like they're a little bit of a power-up. It's almost like cheating.
You're going to have to run better than 146.51 if you want to advance through on time. That might be tough. Blackman continuing to lead. Plants in that front pack, as is Sean Dolan. Handal of Penn State trying to close, as is Tanoto Matsatsa of Georgetown. They've looked good here in these first 3 sections.
Tanoto, just a freshman, racing like he's been doing this his entire life, because he definitely has. He's moving on to the front because he understands how important it is to be top 3 and not wait around for a little cue.
Some jockeying going on. Dolan trying to hang on. Matsatsa of Georgetown trying to get up into that lead pack, but it looks like it will be ROBAN Handal of Penn State at the line. Nick Plant in second and Sean Dolan in third. 146.07, 146.39 for Nicholas Plant. And based on those times, it's only going to be the 3 big cues, and everyone in the previous heats is going to be where the time comes from.
Yes, so I'm assuming that most of our little cues are going to come from the first heat where we saw our facility record go down.
You're right, all 3. So 6 individuals from that first section will advance to Eugene. A big win here for Handal ROBAN. He had the 15th fastest time in the country, and he gets it done here in the East prelims down the home stretch.
Hey, Handal handled that well, okay? He came to the line, he looked amazing, and he's about to go try to win himself a national championship title.
Top 12 advancing automatically to Eugene. Here's a look at the times in that final section. Only the top 3 will advance. ROBAN, Plant, and Dolan. Time's just not fast enough after we saw a facility record pace in the first section. 6 individuals from that first section will advance automatically to Eugene, Oregon. Waiting the final 12 results. I'll show you those in just a minute. But we're going to take a quick break, and then we will show you those results